After the brief boat cruise in Lake Ashi, Hakone, we got into bus and proceeded to Mount Fuji 5th station. The road has been covered with snow. We had a wonderful ride with the panoramic view of Mount Fuji in the front and snow heaps in the sides. We were planning to go to 5th station if the weather permitted. Let me start this video with some briefing about Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji, Fujisan, Japanese, is an active stratovolcano located on the Japanese island of Honshu, with a summit elevation of 3,776.24 meters. It is the tallest mountain in Japan, the second highest volcano located on an island in Asia, after Mount Kerinci on the Indonesian island of Sumatra, and seventh highest peak of an island on Earth. Mount Fuji last erupted from 1707 to 1708. The mountain is located about 100 kilometers southwest of Tokyo and is visible from the Japanese capital on clear days. Mount Fuji's exceptionally symmetrical cone, which is covered in snow for about 5 months of the year, is commonly used as a cultural icon of Japan and is frequently depicted in art and photography, as well as visited by sightseers, hikers and mountain climbers. As I mentioned earlier, we were planning to go to Mount Fuji 5th station. But our journey was ended under 4th station, 2020 meters. When we reached 4th station of Mount Fuji, we could see some snow. The weather is way cooler up here compared to downtown Tokyo. There are so many viewing points at 4th station of Mount Fuji. Our tour provider brought us to Osawa viewpoint. The viewpoint seems to be one of those popular viewpoints amongst tourists. There is a reserved parking area especially for cars and buses at every viewpoint. Mount Fuji looks more attractive from afar. On a clear day, the view of the surrounding mountain area around Mount Fuji is pretty nice to look at too. Mount Fuji is one of Japan's 3 holy mountains along with Mount Tate and Mount Haku. It is a special place of scenic beauty and one of Japan's historic sites. It was added to the World Heritage List as a cultural site on 22 June 2013. According to UNESCO, Mount Fuji has inspired artists and poets and been the object of pilgrimage for centuries. UNESCO recognizes 25 sites of cultural interest within the Mount Fuji locality. These 25 locations include the mountain and the Shinto shrine, Fujisan Hong Senjin Tesha. In English, the mountain is known as Mount Fuji. Some sources refer to it as Fujisan, Fujiyama, or, redundantly, Mount Fujiyama. Japanese speakers refer to the mountain as Fujisan. Until 1872, the summit has been thought of as sacred since ancient times and was therefore forbidden to women. Mount Fuji straddles the boundary of Shizuoka and Yamanashi prefectures. 4 small cities surround it: Gotemba to the east, Fujiyoshida to the north, Fujinomiya to the southwest, and Fuji to the south. It is surrounded by 5 lakes: Lake Kawaguchi, Lake Yamanaka, Lake Sai, Lake Motosu and Lake Shichi. And nearby Lake Ashi provide views of the mountain. The mountain is part of the Fuji-Hakunezu National Park. It can be seen more distantly from Yokohama, Tokyo, and sometimes as far as Chiba, Saitama, Tochigi, Ibaraki and Lake Hamana when the sky is clear. Around 200,000 to 300,000 people climb Mount Fuji every summer. Climbing up to the summit is popular at sunrise. Climbers often begin their climb the previous day and stay overnight at a lodge on the mountain, then start climbing early the next morning to watch the sun rise over the horizon. Repeated volcanic eruptions gradually transformed Mount Fuji into the largest mountain in Japan. The last eruption in 1707 lasted for 16 days, with volcanic ash reaching as far as Tokyo. Volcanic activity is also responsible for creating Hoizan, one of Fuji's secondary peaks, the 5 lakes at the mountain's base, and numerous caves near Aokigahara forest. The area is also blessed with many mineral-rich hot springs, making the region a paradise for both outdoor recreation and relaxation. Our guide brought us Kosaku Hoto Kosaku restaurant, Kawaguchiko for lunch as we said we wanted a local dining experience. When we got to the restaurant there were some people ahead of us, that's how popular this place is. We waited about 30 minutes and got seated. Authentic Japanese resto at Kawaguchi. Take off your shoes and sit on tatami mats on the floor. Wonderful experience. Good also for large families. While one bowl is enough for 2 people, it's great to try different kinds. The noodles are wider than we are used to at home, but delicious nonetheless. They serve hoto noodles mainly, and the portions are fulfilling. The restaurant has a good ambience and atmosphere. Food served was also very good and huge. The place has a very ancient Japanese design and you will love its vibe. The most popular will be pumpkin and pork hoto. Pumpkin is their specialty, that's what we ordered. The soup is okay, slightly salty for us, and there are generous portion of pumpkin potatoes and yam bowls in the soup with big as noodles amongst them. There is also a special kind of paku pakis, which in the noodle we thought only can be found in Southeast Asia. I think there were few of the tables in the restaurant that were non-Japanese.